Living things that can glow in the dark aren't exactly rare. Fireflies, jellyfish, and even some fungi have this ability. But it might surprise you to learn that there are also glowing animals living in the darkest depths of the ocean, thousands of meters below the surface where no light can reach. And they don't just glow, they often flash. They flicker, they pulse, or even change color. In 2019, a group of researchers led by the GEBCO Foundation set out to document all the glowing animals they could find. During a deep-sea expedition off the coast of Japan, using a remotely operated underwater vehicle, they plunged a camera into the abyss and watched in awe as a jellyfish drifted past, glowing with an ethereal blue light. Over the course of 32 dives, they found more than 150 glowing species. It's more than double what was previously known to science. Some were familiar, like the bioluminescent bacteria that light up the waves at night. Others were completely new. The team discovered that far from being rare, glowing animals are actually a vital part of the deep ocean ecosystem. What's more, their light does much more than just make them look pretty. It allows them to hunt, hide from predators, and even communicate with each other. So why do these creatures glow? Bioluminescence is the ability of a living organism to produce and maintain light through a chemical reaction inside their bodies. In most cases, this involves a compound called luciferin, which reacts with oxygen in the presence of an enzyme called luciferase. The result is light. Luciferin and luciferase are found throughout the animal kingdom, but different organisms use them in different ways. For example, the glowing waves you sometimes see at the beach are produced by tiny dinoflagellate. These microscopic organisms contain luciferin, which lights up when disturbed, giving off a flash of light that lasts only a few milliseconds. Bioluminescence can also be a lot more complex. Some animals, like the anglerfish, use specialized light organs called photophores. Each photophore contains rows of cells that produce and store luciferin. When the animal wants to glow, it sends a signal to its photophores, triggering the release of the chemical and creating a flash of light. Light travels differently through water than it does through air. As a result, the ocean depths can be a lot darker than you might expect. Even at the surface of the water, only about 10% of sunlight penetrates deeper than 100 meters. At 1,000 meters, that number drops to just 1%. This means that for most animals, light isn't just dim, it's literally invisible. But bioluminescence solves this problem. Many deep-sea creatures use it to see in the dark. Take, for example, the dragonfish, which has a light-sensitive area on either side of its head. By emitting light from its photophores, the dragonfish can see shapes and movements around it, allowing it to hunt prey that's just as dark adapted as it is. Some animals, however, use bioluminescence not to see, but to hide. Many deep-sea creatures have photophores along their bellies that reflect light from above, making their outlines invisible to predators looking up. Other animals use light to confuse their attackers. When threatened, the hatchetfish rapidly changes the color of its photophores, disrupting the counter-illumination pattern on its body and making it harder for predators to see. Most of the bioluminescent creatures documented during the 2019 expedition used light to attract prey or mates. Bioluminescence might also help animals navigate the dark waters. Some jellyfish, for instance, pulse light in a pattern that helps them keep track of time. Others travel with the ocean's currents and use glowing plankton as visual cues to keep them on track. There's even evidence that some animals may use light to communicate. The siphonophore, a colonial organism made up of many interconnected parts, can control the color and flashing pattern of its individual members, potentially using them as a sort of light-based Morse code. In the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, bioluminescence is an essential part of life. Without it, many animals simply couldn't survive. Now, thanks to the work of researchers, we know that these glowing creatures are far more diverse and widespread than we ever imagined. They light up our oceans and help us appreciate the wonder and diversity of life on Earth. Thanks for watching this episode. If you want to help us make more videos like these, please subscribe this YouTube channel.